But what we want you to do is tell us something that nobody knows. Maybe you've been holding on to something. You're like, oh, gosh, this is really something else. Because even if you were to tell them, would they think, no, you're pranking me, right?
Yeah, get it off your chest.
That can't be
Yeah,
right.
but you can tell us.
Yeah, 713-390-KRBE. Melanie's call, I feel like, is the kind that people would not believe her if she told them after
It was like
the
a believe it or not truth.
she could do it as an April Fool's and then tell them, no, I'm actually not kidding. Hi, Melanie. Tell us what you've been hiding from your family for a long time. Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning.
So I've actually been married, and everyone knows except my immediate family.
For how long?
Over 8 years.
You've been married for 8 years, and your family, you mean your mother and father don't know?
Why don't they know?
How do your parents not know you're married for the last 8 years?
So it's kind of a long story. It actually has to do with y'all.
What?
Not directly, but and my fiance at the time, he got cold feet and then called it off. So my parents were like, "Oh, get out. We don't want to see you again."
Dead to us.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're gonna do that to our little
So
girl.
he called it off, ruined you,
Exactly.
and your parents
Like, it
swarm
was
off.
Yeah,
Okay.
swarm off. Yeah. So we sort of broke up, but we were living together at the time, so I had to go home to him, kind of thing. So we broke up that summer. That was it. That was done. And he stopped coming around for a while, but we were secretly still seeing each other. I was just, we were trying to work on it because I did love him. He just got cold feet because of the wedding, whatever. And so we didn't have our big wedding like we wanted to. But 4 years later, in 2014, we were like, this is stupid. We just don't want a big wedding. So just by ourselves, we went to the JP and we got married on Valentine's Day.
Oh, okay.
So now wait,
Weird.
do your parents not think you're dating anybody or this person's not in your life? They have to know he's back in your life.
They know that he's around. I brought him back about 2 years later. I kind of reintroduced him to the family, and they weren't too happy about it, but they're like,
So do you guys have plans for
whatever you
kids?
Yeah, have you guys had kids together?
No children?
He never wanted kids.
Okay.
So we're almost 40 and we've never had kids.
Okay, so let's just regroup. 8 years ago, you were supposed to get married. More than that. 2009, you were supposed to get married. He got cold feet, called it off. Your family hates him now. So they made, they're like, we're done with him. But then you came back around with him and y'all were dating and then y'all secretly got married at the Justice of the Peace. And you still have not told your immediate family. But how have the other people that known it not
Do you live
leaked
far
the
away?
news?
Do they live?
Yeah.
They live here in Houston.
They live an hour from me.
Okay.
So you can,
And I only see them when I go to church or family functions.
Do they know that you guys live together?
they don't even probably know they're together.
We currently are separated, actually, so we're not living together, but we're going to be moving back in together when my lease is up.
Or why are you separated right now, if you don't mind me asking?
It's kind of a long story.
What's
but
the short story?
Yeah, what's the short story?
My cat. He didn't like this kitten that I had.
Wait a
You're
second.
kidding me. Shut up.
You broke up because he didn't like your
It was a
cat?
bunch of different things. It was a bunch of different
Your
things.
parents
but
are
the
right.
kid-
It was the
Yeah.
last straw.
I think mom and
Is this a
dad may be onto
euphemism?
something.
Mr. Whiskers has to go.
Is this,
Wow.
is this an animal you're talking about?
Wow. That's really something, Melanie.
Wow.
That's something else.
It was a lot of drama.
Okay,
Yeah,
well,
it was
listen,
only
this is a
drama.
Too
to
much
be
drama.
continued with you, Melanie. You got to let us know what happens
Don't
next.
tell your parents because you'll be divorced soon, and then
We anger them for nothing.
Then you'll never have to be troubled.
yeah, they'll never
Oh,
know.
man.
That's
That's
why
crazy.
I never told him because I was like, I never knew if it was really going to work.
Oh, so you were hedging your bets all along. You're like, I don't know if this is really going to work.
years is
So
a long
why
time.
trouble
8
them?
years, so.
Yeah, 8 years is a long time to be sitting around thinking, well, I don't know if it's going to work with
8
him.
years that you're fighting over a cat, and you just
That's
separate.
a lot. Hold on, turn your radio down,
Wow.
Kristen, so you don't get confused by delay. Because thank you, Melanie, for your call. Kristen's up next. If you're just tuning into the Rule and Ryan Show in 104.1 KRBE, it's April Fool's Day, but we're not doing any April foolery.
April truth.
We're getting people to tell the truth about something that nobody knows. They can tell us. Hey, Kristen, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. So what do you want to lay on us?
Spill it.
So this is the hardest truth I've ever been able to keep. It's hard for me to lie to people, but my boyfriend and I recently bought a new home about 2 weeks ago.
Congratulations.
And thank you. This weekend we are actually having our housewarming party.
Nice.
Our families will be meeting for the first time this weekend. We've only been dating for about a year and a half, but our families are meeting for the first time this weekend. And all of my close friends that are coming have been texting me all week like, I bet your honey asked you to get married this weekend. Y'all are going to be engaged.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody is saying that to me. But what nobody knows is for the last 3 weeks, my honey and I have been planning our wedding. And Saturday, when everybody shows up tomorrow, we are surprising everybody and getting married, and nobody's finding out until they get there.
Oh, surprise wedding. Unless they're listening right now.
Gosh, I hope they dress up better than just wearing some flip-flops. And, hell, I thought I was just coming for a barbecue at a housewarming party.
That's awesome.
Now the
But
wedding
everybody
pictures are like
thinks
that.
They're coming for a barbecue. Well, we didn't want anybody to be uncomfortable. One side of our families, their budget for things is less, and we didn't want anybody to feel, weddings are a huge financial burden for everybody involved, and they can be. And we didn't want our friends and family to feel that way or feel
So no
obligated
gifts.
to do anything with
Well,
us.
it's gifts
So
Yeah, if they want
it's
to.
going to be
they
a
can send
big
gifts later.
surprise.
That's going to be fun.
Really? That's,
so
oh, man.
exciting.
Do you have a
You got to
photographer
tag us
and
at
everything?
KRB so we can see the big reveal when it
Yes.
happens.
You have all that fun stuff,
Film
photographer, you got
Cake and all the good stuff.
somebody to marry you.
All of it.
Oh, yeah, you got to
It's
tag
all
us on social
planned.
media.
We've been working on it, and nobody knows.
Oh, that's going to be so
That'd be
fun.
cool.
That's fun.
I can't wait. I'm going to see how that goes. What if somebody goes, what? No, you're not, Missy. I'm like,
I
what?
object.
Yeah, are you taking that part of the wedding's vows out? Does anybody object?
No, nobody has. Everybody on both sides of our family have been very supportive. We've had a very different relationship in our year and a half that we've been together. So we've had foster children that were kind of thrown at us last minute. So in our year and a half, we've basically raised children, dealt with anything that could be thrown at us that just happened. So we're both very sure that this is it for us for our life.
Well,
together.
it's cute because everyone thinks you're probably going to get engaged tomorrow. But what
Yep.
they don't know is you're actually getting
You
married.
got to call the listener line.
That is super
Yeah.
cute.
Oh, yeah.
Call our listener line like Sunday. Give us a update.
713-278-VENT.
The afterglow.
Lock it in.
Or call us Monday. at
And
this
let's
time.
hear about it. Yeah, actually,
we'd
can we
love
get
to
your
hear
number
about
off the
it.
air, Kristen, and you give us an update? Yeah, Ahmad can get your number
sure
off the
will.
air. Hold on. I'm put you on hold.
We'll
Ahmad's
probably
going
do
to
it
pick it up.
like around 7:40 on Monday because
Yeah.
7:20 is Rose's update.
Yeah, we want to know how it worked out. How the surprise wedding go. That's so
Wow.
fun.
That is.
Because then the gifts can come. Like people might bring you
Yeah.
anything because it's a housewarming party. You're like, oh well, welcome to your new home.
Don't you love that the friends think they
Champagne.
know? Oh, you're gonna get engaged.
Oh.
no.
no.
We have the wedding.
That's
It's
so cool.
going
I'm
down.
excited for her.
Me too.
And
I'm so
You're
excited.
not even invited.
No.
I didn't know you, and we're so excited for you. It's like secondhand excitement for something you're
Yeah,
not
I'm
Oh,
so
we
involved
should have
in.
asked her. Like, is she wearing a wedding dress?
Oh yeah, well,
Well, I would think.
She's still there?
No,
we'll get
he
more
just got her
information.
number.
Yeah, but she could be doing like a casual look.
Well,
She's
they're-
wearing like all
they're
white
thinking they're
instead of
coming
a
to
whole
a
wedding dress.
Barbecue.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but they dress up because they know.
right.
Suiting
Could
up.
be-
You're still going to wear a wedding gown.
Man.
It could be
some kind of wedding dress.
white and,
We'll have to find
and
out.
flowy
Could be a
and
tight. Doesn't have to be
easy.
a
Yeah.
train or whatever.
It's like beachy.
Might get caught on the
wedding
grill.
gear.
That's what I was
the
thinking.
back patio. How big's
Beachy
the patio?
white flowy dress. Something for the
What's the weather
beach.
tomorrow? Do we know?
Let's see. Well, it's been
Beautiful.
According to my
gorgeous
iPhone.
yesterday. Yes, let's look at our iPhones, shall we?
iPhones will tell
Tomorrow
us.
it says a high of 84, low 61, 50% chance of rain. So I don't know where they,
50% chance, yeah.
what area they're in, but sometimes we get no rain when it says 50%. Who knows?
It's a big city.
And what did we learn
Rain's
earlier this week, Houston? There are a lot of sports parents that pray for rain on the weekends.
It looks like the rain's
Their
going to be in the
kids don't
morning.
have to play.
I'm supposed to get those for Truth.
Yeah, that's actually, we did that already.
Yeah,
For
we did
those that
that.
missed that on Monday morning at 6:40, we asked the question because I was saying, man, if there is anybody right now driving to a sport because your parents are driving you or you're excelled in sports, you better call your parents and thank them for all the time they put into drive
Travel
you
leagues.
and all the things. And so we asked the question, would anybody actually admit that they hope their kid's no good or their kid will
Oh, we had
quit
that coach,
sports?
the guy that was the coach, and he didn't even pick his own son to play. 'cause
he
he
didn't
sucked.
even pick his own
It's
kid
like, you
for
got to
his team
pick
'cause
my
he's
kid. I don't
terrible.
want him on my team.
Yeah, 'cause he's terrible. So that lady was like, "Well, I'd be lying if I didn't say I was praying for rain every weekend."
You might get it tomorrow morning, so.
That won't be
So
enough.
funny. Okay, people are still having a problem with Melanie's call from the first one.
The first one,
This
yeah.
person says, "Okay, can we please roll that back to Melanie? The guy got cold feet the first time. He says he doesn't want kids. She didn't say she didn't want kids. He doesn't like the cat. Sounds like he's the problem."
Yeah, she seems to be giving up a lot for this dude.
If you wouldn't give her kids, at least let her have a cat.
Now he's
Maybe
got a
she didn't
problem.
want
She
kids.
said it's
too.
more than that, but maybe
Yeah.
She
the
said she made it
kid, the
sound like-
cat thing was that last
Because
straw.
you're 40, you can still.
Yeah, you can
Have a
still have a
kid.
child at that point.
Yeah, you totally can. So here's the other thing too. I feel like what she didn't have a chance to tell us because we're time constrictive. Is it's one of those things where like little things fester for a long time and you don't tell them, and then something is stupid like that, like you bought Ziploc bags I told you, glad bags.
But it's not really about
I'm
that.
divorcing you.
I just think it's a bad sign if you've got to hide your marriage from your family, from your mom and dad, the people that love you most in
Well,
the world.
it's been 8 years,
That's
and that
not a
makes me
good
sad
sign.
for
You
her.
had all your relationships from your family when you were younger.
Until I knew that it was, and I was also like a teenager, for God's sakes. I mean, but I'm
In
saying,
your 20s, you were like, you want to talk about your life to your parents about.
not until I knew
Some
it was
people don't
for
want to be
serious.
judged by the parents because we are parents and we are judgy
Yeah.
with our kids. We're
Because we want the best for
as a
them.
parent, yeah, you want the best, or you know.
And we already know what's going to happen in life because it happened to us already.
Yep.
We
know-
write about it
We know our
somewhere.
mistakes. We didn't listen to our parents.
Yeah, but, you're pushing 40 years old and you're still hiding it from your parents. That's strange.
But she said they're separated now, so like y'all said, I guess you can just save her family the grief.
I think she said they're getting
Of
back
the I
together.
told
Did
you
she say
so.
they're moving?
Yeah.
Said they're
when
gonna
their
try.
lease is
Yeah,
up, they're going
yeah.
to try and
Lease is
get back together.
Yeah.
It's too much drama. Life shouldn't be that difficult.
Yeah, but then
You
again,
don't
what do
wanna
we
abuse
learn?
somebody
People
you
are
don't.
lazy. And not even lazy, it's comfortable. Like, hey, I don't know who else I'm going to meet now. I mean, how many times have we said in the last week alone, oh, thank God we're not in the dating world to deal with these apps. The things people are
Yep.
doing on apps or
Oh, yeah.
the lies people tell. That you show up for a date and the person has totally catfished you and all the things,
Yeah, what's
right?
the rule?
So if you're back and forth with somebody for 8 years and you've hidden a marriage, yeah, you're going to try and be like, we're making this stick.
Yep.
We're trying it again.
You have
Third time is the
history.
charm. I don't know. It's so crazy. April Truth Day here on the Rule and Ryan Show. If you want to share something with us, you can always call the listener
Text
line
us.
at 713-278-VENT. That's 8368. You can also text us. And, yesterday we did dumb question amnesty, and that question comes up a lot. Like, what does that chance of rain actually mean? Because I said 50% chance of rain on this girl's surprise wedding day tomorrow. And the person texted, well, I recently learned that when the weather report says 40% chance of rain, it really means 40% of the area.
Yep.
Yes, we
Yes.
did learn
And
that
look-
from Travis Herzog.
And
on
that's
the
what I'm
Channel
saying.
13.
We have a big area around.
So maybe not
Houston.
your area gets it. That's how you have a dry wedding day, hopefully, for this
Mm-hmm.
girl. I cannot wait for Kristen's pictures.
I'm excited about Monday for once.
Yeah.
I know.
Usually I
We're
don't wanna
gonna
go to
update
work,
Kristen on
but
her surprise wedding with
Roses
her
update,
family.
We'll find out what happens. And then
Yeah.